Riley had a brain fart. Oh my. You know, I must be in a sense. It was my neck was that flexible. Not in real life though. By the way, I did look at the settings. I don't remember over updating, but I genuinely believe that there was supposed to be a settings that mouth is supposed to move when it hears audio, not that when the tracking sees it. I need to just see if I can't try and put my webcam somewhere in the middle between my two monitors. My desk isn't that big, because it's clear the tracking is on my lip movement and not audio. God damn. As I said before, my brain is completely fucked this week because, as I said before, I've ordered a new different supplement because it seems like it would work more cost effective in the long run, and there still hasn't been an update in the last tracking, and that is a problem because I've got no G Fuel, coffee, or even energy drinks these days don't make a difference, but it's better than nothing because I had an energy drink today and it's got me a little bit up, but we'll see how it goes, which sucks because, like I said, the weekend's always the perfect day to do long games because I know I can stream for long without having to worry about going to work, but we'll see how we get with this. But all the same, it's not like Genshin Impact's popular, but so far I had anything spoiled from the recent story, but still be what after today we'll really go back to just the weekends. Like I said, with long games I like to do at least 2 streams so we can get through most of the starting point stuff, even though I should because I know what, why not, while we're at it, I was just curious about something, so I just clicked on my brain. I know how to beat shows how things along, but does it separate the Genshin's like main story stuff? I'm curious about that. Like it says how long each region is. Let's see, Genshin Impact. Sort of, I guess. If any of these are correct, some of them are like 16 to fuck. I don't know, maybe it's just the pacing of these, but it always seems so shorter than 16 to 15 hours. Huh. But that's always the key thing with like video games. Sometimes the issue is not necessarily the game is insanely long, it's more of the case the pacing makes it feel like it's long. I mean, I guess the same could apply with a movie, right? Like a 2-hour movie could feel like a 3-hour movie because the pacing's bad, or a 3-hour movie could feel like 2 hours have passed. I think actually a good example on that is the Sherlock series, which I believe the BBC hasn't outright cancelled that. Maybe they're still hoping Benedict Cumberbatch will have free time to do that. But those episodes were like, there were 3 or 4 episodes and they were like an hour and a half, but it never felt like an hour and a half. But with that aside, we're playing more of the story stuff of Genshin Impact. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're going to switch that before my brain goes even worse. But I don't know how long we're going to be playing with it because of, once again, my brain being... So we'll just get into it before my brain fully goes.
Are you Howie?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Yeah, how did you get how it comes your mustache has a split in between? It looks kind of weird.
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
I think you have a misunderstood...
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Why did Paimon have the letter? Don't I usually hand over the letters? Where does she keep the leather? She doesn't have pockets. As far as I can tell, she doesn't have pockets. Well, then again, her weird like boot thing is very huge. I mean, she just slides it down the weird like.
Let me see.
Yeah, maybe she keeps in their little boots.
What a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So you two just have some questions for me?
Then again, from what I can tell, it doesn't look like the Traveler has pockets either.
Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
Once again, why does your mustache have a split into it? If you can't grow a proper full mustache, why bother? I always hate mustaches, they always look weird with a little split in between them.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
So I just listen to you, can hear the music, it's just... Beautiful.
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Yeah, we had the exact same problem.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon.
Okay, but then who will?
All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
Break in? Wait?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
Why?
In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
So, by...
Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
My brain. That's an interesting touch that they make sure that Paimon, I'm sure if the travel turns to the other side of the little thing on the side here. It's like I said, it's like a magical Google Glass. Well, that works, I guess. We've all remember that thing. That's how I always kind of like those kind of things where you want to have something that's futuristic, but you remember, wait, we're fantasy, so let's make it just magic, but make it kind of look like it's futuristic, sort of thing. There's still one other person we know.
Huh? Like who?
Add Asher's. Oh.
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Oh, we already did that. Me jumping the gun again. Again, the game is going to do that almost immediately to the popular areas. Let's see. Is it actually? Yeah, there it is. It's like a little leaf here. Yep, that person has it. That person has it. I guarantee they made sure to do this in every NPC because I know there's going to be people like myself who's going to check to see if they all actually have it on their side of their ear. Well, this little kid. Oh. Interesting. So maybe a certain age you can only have it. They probably said last time, but my brain is forgetful. In between, wow, that goes up mouth. In between last time I did play, so I have been not leveling up, but doing the thing we do with characters with Wide and Shogun. My brain is dead. I realize right now I'm just gonna trying to like I think the term is when you get past level 9, it's like ascending the characters because I haven't done that with any yet. With the main part I've got, and just leave any new characters I've already got at this point, because like I said,
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
I do love this game, but it is very grindy. I'm trying to level up characters. That's why I'm not technically bothered if I don't get a character that I wanted almost immediately. And as far as the characters that are available right now, they're both archers, and I suck at using the archer characters or bow characters. I'm not sure what the actual weapon class is actually called.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood.
Oh, she has
The
one.
Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you.
She's still
With
not going
what
to
do you require assistance?
question how can she be in several places at once.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Yeah. I knew it was going to get away. What if she's like secretly like an android or something? And they just manufacture several different Catherines and they have like some like net. She just said memory bank. I mean, she could be referring to a little device on her ears and just a thought. Like, how can the same person be in several regions at once? Unless they're just all androids and they have like a network connected to one another. I know this is fantasy, but...
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two.
Ooh.
In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence.
Okay, it's happening again. I can feel a sneeze coming on.
An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Huh.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Thanks a bunch, Catherine.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Which is right over here. That was a brain fart of mine. What are those? Those berries? I know I've said before how fruit's big, but those are fucking huge berries. I mean, one of those would be a fucking 5 a day. Whatever. Let's just get this. Ooh, what's this? Alright, cut this before I have it. What's in this though? A radish. Too big to fit in certain places. Ah, interesting. I love the look of this building itself.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Osfond. We'd like to ask you about something.
And I hope he knows the answer to this.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way.
Indeed she is.
Ha! It's true that the Eremites network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
I knew it! Knew it!
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Where does that sound familiar? Is it because most Norwegians seem to be like that? Well, no, actually it was... I mean, Leeway was only very similar. Some people weren't interested in the gods.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rugurdevada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy.
Oh, that's not really fair.
Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugurdevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You're not the only one.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
After what I went to quickly to read.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here.
Last year we went to ask more people to spoil what it said.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Probably.
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yay! Bob, someone.
Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Indeed we have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
I love your hairband.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
God damn
But
it.
your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
Ah, what sort of legend?
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
He died. End of story.
And then, the
Oh.
calamity came.
That thing always makes
But
me
to his own
jump.
surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity.
Hello, hang on. I'm a little tired. Oh god, my brain is completely fucking fried because energy is lacking on me. But hello, all the same. Fred? Is that right? I'm bad with names. I do apologize.
At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This
And
bird
thanks for
was,
follow.
in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
That was an amazing story.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
What's that about? Did she need to take a shit?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened?
I think it has something to do with those people over there.
It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? Ugh, this stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad!
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
The other way.
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That doesn't seem very quick. That seemed very slow.
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Oh, she's in here. No, not in here. Round here.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming this way.
Who? Why are they after her? Why is she in well, we'll find out.
More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
Run, Forrest,
No,
run!
wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run.
How about we find some place to hide?
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
Or I could open up the pot I have on me that opens to a different space area, and we can just jump in there. Then again, there would be a floating pot out here. So actually, now that I think about it, that would rouse a suspicion.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Beat the shit out of them.
This new shipment of items, they're all so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we went in here beforehand. Once again, the game is taking us to most of the places already, and I went before last stream. It's just I like exploring. I get so excited to new areas, like, ooh, I want to explore.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now.
Oh, gee, oh,
Wait, stand down, Dia.
Jesus, scared the crap out of me. What? She has 2 ears? Or is it one of those situations those aren't actually ears, they're just hair? Because I've seen that a lot sometimes in anime, where a character looks like they have like animal ears, but it just turns out no, that's just how their hair sits. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but if not, she's got double ears. Still hot though.
My lady, who are these two?
Damn. And are you single, love? My brain.
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
Okay.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Oh, she kind of has like a werewolf look to her. Is it like she transforms into like a big werewolf? Well, it's kind of hot if she does.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound.
Ah, she's some sort of royalty. I thought she might be a pyro. I can see her vision on the bottom. Well, if she's got a good skill, because she's a character that you can eventually play as. If she's on her banner and her skills are better than the current person I have in my party, why are we switching up? That's always the case when it comes to me with switching characters in my party. If I like their playstyle better than the current one I have, it's like I said, that's why I have Barbara. I only have Barbara in my party because she can heal, saving on the food healing items resources. Because I think the only other character that can heal like she does is, ironically, her older sister, Jean. And I have yet to even roll Jean. And there's some other characters but I don't have. And even if I did, it's like I said before, it takes fucking forever to level up characters, especially because my venture rank is 55, I think? I'll have to check after this.
My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
But no, they do look like ears. It's so confusing. They look like ears. But like I said, I know there is, but I can't think off the top of my... Or it could be like reverse, like with bloody hell, I always forget her name. All comes to mind is always Lady Guji, the fox lady from the Inazuna. I thought the back of her hair was just how her hair was styled, but that turned out to actually be her foxes. She has her foxes down, unlike mine. And this must be like the reverse here, where I'm thinking those are ears, it's probably just how her hair looks.
And if I refuse to go with you?
I love her like armor wrist thing, whatever
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Can you count me like a sack of potatoes? Yeah?
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation.
Then make me understand.
Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles.
Got another lady with principles.
That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality.
I think I know where this might be going.
And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
Yeah, it sounds like she's like ill or something.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
Yeah, I knew it.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Paimon? I'd say Paimon never passes up an opportunity of food.
Sure, after you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
God, my brain. I got to laugh when fobbing her name. Wait, where did it go? Oh, there.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia, haven't seen you in nearly half a year.
So 6 months. You could have just said 6 months. That's half a year.
Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
No need to break the bank. We'll eat whatever you're ordering. I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, we're already super grateful for everything you told us about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
Wait, which what are they? I don't even know what. I guess it's those weird circular things.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass.
Picky Paimon. Now that's a first.
Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know. Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Oh. Now that I think about it, at the end of the summer event, we did actually, I think, heard her voice. I did summarize that might have been her. So we've technically have actually met her. Well, not physically at least.
Huh? Really?
And maybe that's what she
Yes,
did.
it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year.
I thought she had some sort of illness.
I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound.
You know what? This is a weird thing to bring up. I've been having dreams like that. They're not the crying up, but like feeling paralyzed and feeling like something is trying to suffocate you, or something sitting on your chest and you can't breathe, and you try and cry out and you can't. I used to have those a lot, and they were fucking terrifying. Not so much as an adult, but when I mean a kid, I mean like I think in my teens, maybe somewhere around that ballpark. It's been years, but those were like, oh, just hearing that make me think about those kind of dreams. Not necessarily like a paralysis demon or anything, because I could never physically see what was trying to suffocate me, but I could feel it.
At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
And unfortunately, I don't think anything divine happened for me, so yeah. Oh, hello.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
That is the voice that I think we definitely heard. So it must be the, like I thought, it must be the Archon.
Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
That makes sense if she's the Archon of wisdom and knowledge. That would make sense.
Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. But, can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Right now,
Then, can you be my friend?
Oh.
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend."
Aw. I could use some friends.
Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Tevat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Tevat.
So you believe the voice you heard was?
Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival.
I'm starting to think this whole academia place is they're not good people. It sounds like they are like evil organization pulling the strings behind everything, sort of thing, and they're probably keeping the Archon locked up. But no, this game. But because of the Fatui, the Fatui is always behind everything on this. It's probably gonna be something like that. Because I mean, in the last one with Inazumi, we found that it was the Fatui what caused the whole Vision Hunt decree to begin with. So could be similar here.
The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Damn, that long.
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zerus festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute.
Damn, I just looked at this food. It looks delicious. The food always looks good in this game. Makes me hungry.
But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts.
Ah.
I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure, that's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
I could use some carrying.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
Can I also come along? Can I come along? Yay! Fun trip.
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Food gone. Almost ate very quickly. What is chilled music in this place? Alright, let's oh, God damn it goes again. There goes the brain of mine. No, it went again. Damn it! Let's go and see the person. I'm gonna grab a flower along the way. Along the way. Ooh, I love the look at this. Oh. Oh. It's this gal.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
I wonder, does she actually have horns, or are those just part of the headdress?
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
New friends, I have a question for you. Are those real horns, or are they just part of your headdress?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City, and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sabzeruz festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, I didn't see this like lower down area. It's kind of cool looking. It's like also it's like a little area underneath the trees. Really cool looking, actually. Oh, it's Dougie. Dougie in the corner.
Wow, this place is amazing.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Why didn't they do any? Why didn't anyone come to lend a hand?
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us.
Seems
They
like they look down
probably
on
think it would be
everyone.
best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sabzeruz festival anymore. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. With the Mora she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
How'd you patch up a tree?
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us. Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
Dancing.
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay. Then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be.
Ooh, story time.
According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance.
Okay.
As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
Sounds like they had a great time. Well, apparently a bit of booze and singing gets you going.
Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times.
Oh.
Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked.
Ah, okay, so the horns aren't real then.
Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered patisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real patisaras went extinct after her death.
Oh, so they're fakes. That's a shame.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth patisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. And she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real patisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sub-Zeros festival? Will you two be coming?
Yeah.
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea!
I'm sure it's not because you want it in the fun.
Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival. Besides, it's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. She'll be happy to have more people who are celebrating it.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zeros festival together?
Sounds like a plan.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area.
Ooh, exploring time.
Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sub-Zeros festival. In that case, we'll take a look around.
Exploring time. Oh, where do I want to start? We'll start with kid with a dog.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an outlander?
Nah, you don't say.
Did you know that the Sub-Zeros festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Wait, you said candy? I have a bit of a sweet tooth myself. I want some candy. That dog looks more like a wolf. So. Very nice. Woo, woo. Oh, it's a wolf. Oh, talk again. Oh. Alright, still want to pet the dogs though. And the cats.
Ah, dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger.
Interesting.
As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sub-Zero's festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
A shit ton, apparently. Go with this guy down here with the pony. Does he got a ponytail? No, he doesn't have a ponytail. Look, he had a ponytail for a second, but he didn't.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar.
Ooh.
And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Yeah, there's a point there. Oh, there's so much. Oh, wait, is that?
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
The horns.
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes.
Is that true?
Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that.
Ah, thought so.
Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
It'd be nice if we could see it on her head. We seem to just be in between a conversation here. Alright, let's talk to this lovely lady over here who's very much more taller than... Well, not that much taller than the Traveler. I guarantee I'm probably taller than her.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the Academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Oh.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
Indeed it is. She's never usually out of her area. Wow, Catherine has appeared.
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
What you doing?
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Bacon?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssos.
Well, that makes sense. People have different parts of themselves. When you work at an establishment, you be professional and courteous and all that, even if people are assholes to you. And when you're out of work, you're more yourself.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
And find my missing sibling, but yes.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
Are you also a fan of the festival?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
Yeah, I got that green stuff in there.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey Dia, what's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
And does that what? How is it? Blah.
Are you serious? We'd love that!
I'd love more from her.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan! Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia!
What's the shiny? What's the shiny? Radish again. Why is almost every single one of these has a radish? I got way too many of those fucking things. How many radishes do I have? Should be. Look at this. I've 1,066 bloody radishes. That's a lot of radishes. I need that many radishes, but I keep clicking on them, and now I have too many of them.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Oh. Someone sounds like a tsundere to me.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Yep, that's a blush if I've ever seen one.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Ugh. Thought I'd do a little
Oh,
stretch there.
hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfon for more info.
Oh, dear behind.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
What the heck is going on here?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though.
Oh. Sounds like it's something very important.
If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Students of the Academia?
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
I have information. I have a question for you. Those straps around your thighs, do they hurt? Because they look like they're really tight around your thighs. It seems very uncomfortable and kind of impractical, but and also, are those ears on top of your hair, or is that just how your hair looks?
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Ooh, new
Miss
location.
Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that.
Yeah, we won't forget.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
What's oh, yeah. Oh, is this what this is? Oh. Well, this is going to be around for like 30 days, so depending on how long it takes us to finish this, we might do this on, well, it makes sense. Each region seems to have their own, like, festival. So it would make sense there'd be one for this region. It's weird they're doing it off the bat, because usually it's like a close to a year to a couple of months after the new region's released. Huh. Wasn't expecting it so soon. Alright, we'll do that. Depending on how long it takes us, or how many of the parts are, because like I said, oh, I didn't mean to select it, shit. So like I said, usually it's in 2 parts, and then the final part releases like a month or 2 later. But if that's there, that makes me think it's only part 1. No, look, because the update said part 1 and part 2. So yeah, no, so depending how long we are on this, I'm like, oh, that's why we're going to a new location, which is this direction. It's one of those things, I keep saying to myself, we should probably get all the fast travel points, but chances are we're probably going to have to go these ways either way at some point. So we'll leave it for now. Nearest fast travel point is about here. The box over there. I just love this lush greenery areas. This is the kind of like high fantasy areas I love, like the tall trees, the treehouse sort of things. There's a little camping area over there. Ooh. Oh, hello, boys. What's this? Oh, you know, I'll just attack and see what happens.
Scatter! Illusion shattered!
Let the show begin.
Oh, they're dead. Doesn't matter whether this weird thing. Oh, hello. Huh? Hell. Hell, what the? Is this thing attacking?
Shine down!
Slash into mini pieces. Oh, whatever. I think the planet is attacking me. No, wait, what hell? Whoa, I saw something. Oh, it's these things down here, huh? Some more mushrooms. Some not very fun guys here, are they? I'm not gonna stop making that joke.
There is no escape!
The fungus installations. Oh, well, that was. Well, it still killed them, whatever. Let's say I accidentally used the wrong thing on them, but no. Aha. Those might come in handy for lowering up your current ability I have. Archon power. Wait, no, we don't want to cross the water. Yeah, it's about pad. I think. Oh, there's the fast travel waypoint thing. Oh, who wants a tango? Bring it on, bitch! Fuck you up, whatever it is. Oh, hello. It's a whatever it is, it's gonna get its ass kicked. That's a new type of enemy. I mean, it's got loads of new types of enemies. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting it to drop meat. But alright. It got its ass kicked, that's all that matters. There we go, got a little. Now I think this time I won't. I'd say I won't go to the statue that reveals more of the map, because every time I try to do it, the game goes, ah, no, you're going to go there either way. But on the other hand, if it's on the way, which it looks like it is, we might as well go to it. Reveal more of the map. Strange, I thought I saw something over there, but now I don't. I am really tired. Oh, I love these things. Woo! Oh, we got them. Oh, more mushroom people. Let's fuck them up! You're a mushroom person? I don't know what you are, but you're gonna die either way.
Amp it up! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Oh, I forgot about these guys. Okay, so this is why I like having one of the guards on my team. Powerhouse. Warden Shogun is up there with my favorite of the characters so far. Yeah, I'm definitely on the right path. Well, she did say something about going down a river. Well, I just got cash from that, so who cares? Ooh, have I grabbed these plants before? I have. Okay. Ah, it looks like it's like a little swim down this side. It looks like the it looks like I went past it a little bit. It seems to be up here. Might as well activate while we're on our way. Have I misjudged? Oh, hang on. Actually, no, I've got an idea. I think if I just go. Yeah, I knew it. I knew there'd be a path. Like a bloody goat hanging on the side. Oh, it's that one over there. I don't want to go there. I want to go up. Ooh. Well, we're sticking to the main path at the moment. I just want to get to the statue thing. Where is it? And you also don't try and mess with that. What's the statue? Oh, it's a little further up. This one's really high up. Well, they seem to be on higher places at the moment. Well, we only had two, so now. Oh my god! We'll have a look at what that is in a second. Do I have any of these? I do not. Look at that thing! What's it look like on the map? It's a giant ass ruined god. It's like a fucking mech. Oh, I don't think they're gonna do it, but I would love if this thing comes to life where you get to control a giant ass mech robot. God, that's so cool. I love also like ancient robots or things as well. That's always cool. Right, let's stick to the path at hand for now. Which is over here. This might end up being my favorite location, region at this point. Just all of this, it looks so cool. Oh, what's this? Can I pick whatever that is? Oh, I'm not gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it. Nope, I can't. Never mind then. Well, I should make sure I don't miss any like Too late. I was about to say I shouldn't miss any points, but I missed one. Oh well, I can always get it on. What's this about over here? Oh. No, bloody hell! I pressed the. Who's? Doing great there. You can't get me from here. Haha. Just running, trying to get after them, and they can't. Because they can't swim for some reason. Ah, bring it on! Mushroom. Oh, this one's flat. Ow! Damn it.
Illusion shattered.
Shattered. Mushrooms, mushrooms. Oh, I see there's one left, huh? Go, you little mushroom thing. There wasn't much to it, no.
Scatter!
There's no one over here. Let's hit this one. Hopefully it's not a timer.
Propagate!
Oh, well, I fucking missed that completely. That's not a timer, cool. This always does.
Scatter!
Is there another one somewhere? Oh, it's right there.
Propagate!
Okay, that's one. Where's the other? Usually they're like within the same area. Over here maybe? No. Okay, there's only one option. It's either back over in this direction or it's... Oh no, it did work. It just wasn't near it when... Okay, so it just gave me a normal chest. Oh.
I'll keep this close.
Is this one going to come alive? It's not. Something new. Oh, it's new. Ah, more of these mushrooms.
Scatter!
They're much older.
There is no escape!
And collecting these just to be in the series stuff, because if the if she does end up being in the next batch, chances are stuff like this used to like level her up and stuff. I'll grab as many as I can. Ow. Ooh, one's ever gone just... no, hang on. What? Huh? Oh, can I... Oh, interesting. Is it because I've got the elemental power to do that, or is it just the travel to do it? Very interesting indeed. Right, I'm getting sidetracked. Whoa. The right way? No. Oh, fucking the fast travel point. Well, there was also the boat thing as well, wasn't there? Oh, there's just berries. Yeah, I'm not going back down. We'll get the waypoint thing over here. Ooh, hang on. There's one of these little things. Ah, right in this giant cog. I still haven't got all the ones in Zuna yet. They're good to collect because you collect a certain amount and they can increase your stamina a bit more. It's gonna be interesting when we get to like close to the final one, how much stamina I end up having by then. I think I fucked it with my own stamina. I don't know if I take it nice and slowly. I might actually reach it before my stamina runs out. Guess we'll just stare at the traveler's butt right now. Ooh. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, fuck it. Oh, jeez, that was close. Oh, look at that. There's a glowy light down there. Well, eventually we're going to have to go in that direction, so we'll, for now, not sidetracking, let's get to the next. Use those to get down. Why not? Nope, one button. There we go, that's the button. What else we can do, like a chain reaction sort of situation. They seem to be guarding this chest. Oh, not anymore! Bring on, boys!
You are not welcome here.
Oh, new type of enemies. Whatever, I can still fuck.
Propagate! Oh, the
Inazuma shines eternal!
I just love doing a chain reaction. Oh, no! Just get all going and just fuck them up like no. Oh my god, you guys just got decimated. Oh, they got some too.
I'll be back.
Hang on, I'm going to grab your stuff, guys. Oh, more. Ah, oh, gee. Ooh, hello. Hello. Yeah. Someone's gonna get their ass kicked. That's it.
Propagate! Yeah.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Is that all you've got?
Nope, I got this too. Man, this is a bit more tough. Have a little bit of. Oh, I ow. Now just ow. No, oh, jeez.
Scatter!
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Stand off. Yeah, that chest is mine now.
I'll keep this close.
I got carpet. Neat. Went for that for bloody carpet. Speaking of carpet, well, I guess this wasn't the place we're supposed to enter from. Let's enter from fun. Let's do this right. I'm sure this is where I was meant to enter in from, like over here. Is there actually a fast travel point? Oh, there's that one. If someone that enter like properly into this place, might as well. This was clearly meant to be the entrance point, so I might as well see it from the start. Where the giant robot was, so I should have gone when for the giant robot was. I ain't gonna hit the wall, am I? I can feel it. I can feel it. It coming in the air tonight. Oh, I was meant to be on that side. Damn it. Ooh, there's all green slimy stuff. Okay, I really did mess this up. I was meant to be on that side. I was meant to come down from this angle. Oh, I know what this is. This is one of those door things, but I don't think I even have a key to open it. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I am getting all turned around. I went down because I saw that because it was interesting and easy plant. There we go. This is the direction I wanted to go for. Wait, hang on. How is that? Now I'm all confuzzled. I went. No, I'm getting so confused now. There's definitely from here is the entrance point. Drop. Oh yeah, it even says. Geronimo! I took a chunk of my health for sure. Ooh, what's this? Radishes again. God damn it! I went dead on me again. Oh, I love this port area. Flash over point where we'll have to wait till we get
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Did you know what?
Wow!
What did you know?
Hurly-burly, this place is busy! Well, guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds.
Yeah, but we can kick ass and chew bubblegum and eat names.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Right, we should figure what
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Hopefully something like Jack. Shit. Hang on, I see shinies over here. Is it gonna be? Oh, there's some radishes. How about that? But maybe, hey, fruit. Oh wait, we might want to hit that as well while we're here. Okay. It's just a little foreshadowing, shan't we?
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little.
Ah, I see.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder.
And Cat wants to be let out of the room. Come on. Come on. What's it? Oh, it's so cheesy stretch. Ah! Oh, yes. No one's slumped out in a little hammock bed thing. Everyone wants water or something. Or poopy time. Usually it's poopy time with the cats.
Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia.
Oh, so it's like a little holiday break.
Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
They look pretty,
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Eavesdropping, alright. Good old fashioned eavesdropping then. Right behind there. Maybe they're talking about drugs, getting high. That's what sounds
It's no good. I've tried
It's
asking
no
around, but I haven't
good!
been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
Einzelgon?
They're called Ein El Achmar.
Oh.
Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
It is very suspicious indeed.
So, what's your plan?
Let's go.
Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
Information's worth the price.
Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Do I even have 1 million? So, yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, I've definitely got way more than 1 million, that's for sure. I just zoned the fuck out for a second. Let's get that information. And oh, a little creepy cave. Spiderwebs that are really huge and shiny. Bloody radishes and a potato and more. Oh, we're on the other side. Let's see, it's a little shortcut.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Am I the one every time I say Scarlet you keep half expecting to say witch? That's all that keeps popping in my head every time the first part says Scarlet I keep expecting witch, but no, it's king.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Why am I smiling about that? That's not something to be smiling about. Great Lord Ruka. Wow, that's a mouthful. I think that's the first time I've actually read that name. No, I'm not going to even try.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Oh, so then what happened next?
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I am a traveler.
A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
I'm a student from...
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for information about...
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
I already have a shit ton of Mora.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention mentioned the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
Ah, so it's you in this land had one. He dropped my controller. It's had more than one god.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together.
Guarantee the Fatui is behind this.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King is returning?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
Oh, so it's a trap!
Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Damn, that guy's arms are huge. You'd hold me up with just like one arm. Jesus, massive muscles.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
Ooh.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Ooh, I'm quaking in my boots. I mean, he's talking to
Not
this
so
dude, but still.
fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Where did he pull that out of?
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions! He went that way! After him!
Alright, it's just a big buff dude. He's more jacked than fucking Edo. Edo, I can't say his name. The only guy.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want?
Thank you for helping. Help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
And I'll kick their asses.
Alright. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I'm a student from the academy.
A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
I don't know, Paimon. This guy's so beefed, I think he could take all those guys. I mean, I don't even have muscles.
Alright, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
Sounds like a plan.
Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
I can hear some scratching at the door. Now she wants to come back in. Good excuse to stretch though. Oh.
data somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Seems like some kind of
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
It's a butt plug.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
Oh.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students.
I don't know. I don't think she's going to pick up on the mic, but Belle's cat is on my desk right now, and she wants attention. She's just purring right now. I don't think she is. She's a small cat, so she doesn't have that loud of a purr. Don't you? Always pick your moments, don't you?
Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective.
To learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
What do you have to, what do I have to do?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Right. I actually need to pee, so I'm going to pee and I'll be back in a moment. starting to feel a little bit better. I think I'm starting to wake up a little bit. As I said, this always sometimes happens, but especially with Genshin Impact. I could start off really tired, and all of a sudden, an hour later, I'm like a bit more awake. Let's see how I can go at the moment. Ooh, shiny. Nothing shiny. Bunch of iron.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
What's that? What is it?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations.
Oh, there you are. I look for 1 second and you mute. Now the other one's up. Hello. Both want attention today, is that?
I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
You just said you got blacklisted.
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Now she's lying on the floor.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
Wait, I think I know which character this might have been.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of Elemental Sight?
I can use it.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
I just noticed he's wearing like what looks like some sort of headphones. What is that contraption that he's got on him?
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with Elemental Sight.
I guess one glows brighter than the other. Oh yeah! Knew it.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
They both green glow. One.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through Elemental Sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value.
Okay.
Using Elemental Sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
Oh, hold on. Okay, stream seems to be acting up a little bit. It seems to go dipping up and down, at least according to OBS. Let's just check to make sure it's fine on here. Oh, hang on. Now the other one wants to be let out. Probably poopy time. That one wants to go poopy time. Yeah, it's dipping up and down. Yesterday I did have to update my computer. And as my fears might have been, the update might have fucked something else up. That's always the thing with updates. Ever since I updated to Windows 11, which is probably over a year ago now, I've been having issues with well, specifically streaming, because apparently Windows 11 has a lot of issues, and I've not had any real issues in a while, but there was a recent update that might have caused issues, so I might have to keep my eyes peeled to make sure it doesn't completely dip.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge.
Every time it says canned knowledge, it sounds delicious for some reason. Sounds like you can just drink it. Canned knowledge.
Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
We're willing to take the risk.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Alright, let's find this a Dory.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Alright, follow the instructions. Take some people, buy some shit, get the attention of Dory.
Hello, what are you two looking to buy?
I want to buy some rare...
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palate. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Back?
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Round 1.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Why do I feel like it's just a trap?
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Huh?
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Every ship... my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
My hand, follow my brain. Not follow my brain, follow the NPCs because they go so slow. Go fast, mate. There we go. What? What? Can't leave while we do that. Do I have to do that first? Okay, what's that? This one? Press it on. Oh, this. So we have to do this then. Okay, I guess we'll do that then. We can do the next one, so we actually have to do this. Oh, hang on, there's another fast travel point. We might want to grab that. Oh, here too, so we can get a little bit more closer. Oh, okay. Put all the way up here, someone always found one. Easy to get back to the port if we do. Looks like it's pretty up. These sorts of things. definitely gonna make this easier for fast travel. Ah, here we go. Found it. Look, it's pointing me to it. How I get up to it? I'll just keep climbing. What do I do then? Best option. Oh, I think if I go here. Oh, what if I couldn't climb that? Roundabout way to get to all these fucking points. Unless there's actually a better way up, and I'm just once again overcomplicating things. Oh fuck! That's not good. 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 And I died.
This is not the end.
There must be a way up there. If I can do this with them well. Yeah, I thought so. I was overcomplicating it as usual. Oh, oh, this is part of the thing either way. And it was actually to come here.
Port Ormos is pretty great. There's so many new and interesting things. Not to mention all the tasty food. Sumeru's largest commercial port sure lives up to its name. Look at all the merchants. And everyone seems excited just to be here.
It's weird. It seems like I have to go somewhere else though. Not everyone, I'm sure.
How did things end up like this?
It started with a kiss.
All thanks to your artistic license. That's how. I should have made you wait until we got an update from Tanja.
But when I finished the prototype Aranara yesterday, you agreed that the kids would like it. That's why we tried bringing it out for a test run today.
Well, I never thought they'd dislike it so much.
Oh, what should we do?
Here we go.
Whoa. Yeah. Compared to everyone else, they seem really down in the dumps. Let's go find out what's going on.
It's kind of fun and winning in itself that we have to do a different mission to continue the next one.
Hey there. Paimon's name is Paimon, and he's a traveler who is just passing by. Is there something bothering you?
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago. Welcome to Akara Crafts, the best toy store in Port Ormos. At least for now. What's bothering us is this prototype Aranara. To start with, could I get your opinion on it?
Prototype Aranara? You mean this wood carving here? It looks like a mushroom monster to Paimon.
Sounds like the name of a weapon.
Oh, no. The prototype Aranara is something that brings joy and laughter to children. At least in theory.
Not the first negative feedback we've had.
So, what exactly is a prototype Aranara?
So for context, Aranara are magical creatures in Sumeru fairy tales that live in the forest. For the store's 20th anniversary, we plan to release a series of hand-carved toys based on the Aranara stories that kids know and love. This is a prototype we made to get an idea of how they would react. But when we put it out there, the reaction was not quite what we'd anticipated.
They thought it looked like a mushroom too, huh?
No, worse than that, actually. I can't quite describe it, though. And I'm also not very good with kids. Maybe you could ask them for yourselves.
These kids standing here? Alright then.
This is not an Aranara. No way. I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the Ill Little Fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy. The carving looks nothing like that.
Toys do look better when they're round and chubby.
What about robots? Like, you know, transforming robots. They look weird, kind of chubby. Again, weird chubby Optimus Prime would be kind of funny to look at. Just like has like a pork belly. I'm imagining it in my head. It's actually funny.
Uncle Tonder said in Aranara's vow that you can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. This carving makes me feel lost and confused inside. I don't think the creator put his heart into it at all. It's nothing like an Aranara.
Ooh, didn't put his heart into it, huh? Oh, sounds like one of those things that's easier said than understood.
Kassid and Alia didn't like this carving, but I think it's okay.
Oh, at least, but unfortunately 2 out of 3.
It doesn't look too happy, so it's kind of pitiful in a cute way.
Oh, a positive review!
Yeah, so I would totally ask my dad to get it for me, if it wasn't meant to be an Aranara.
Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for the worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Sometimes kids can be the most harshest criticism.
Oh, how did it go? Has it maybe, grown on them at all?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, this is such a shame. Why isn't Tondra back from Gandharvaville yet?
Oh, the kids kept mentioning an Uncle Tanger too. Who is he exactly?
I guess they're star craftsmen who can make things look amazing.
Uncle Tanger is a famous children's author here in Port Ormos. He wrote quite a few stories in the past, but none of them were popular among children. Just like our prototype Aranara. But around a year or so ago, he suddenly had a eureka moment or something, and suddenly the children loved every one of his stories.
That's right. My little Ghaffari loves his stories too. The whole reason we decided to make these carvings was because we saw just how popular the Aranara are among children. We asked Tanja for guidance, but right after he agreed, he went off to Gandharvaville with his son to look for inspiration. They haven't returned yet. We were running out of time, so we had no choice but to carve an Aranara based on our own imaginations. As you can see, this was a result.
Oh, we have to do something. Hey, since you're the famous traveler, could you do us a favor and look for Tanger in Gandharvaville, he doesn't have to come in person if he's too busy. Just ask him to write down his suggestions and bring his notes back to us, if you could. Please, if only to put a smile on the children's faces. And, of course, you'll be well compensated for doing us the favor.
They seem pretty desperate. Let's help them out. To see the kids smile. And also for our reward.
Okay, well, we'll do it to see the children, see the kids smile.
Yep, let's do it.
I swear, maybe I'm still tired, because I swear it was looking out far away from here. So what the hell was that I just triggered? That is the mission. Okay. Huh. If I can't. Huh? Now I can? I just have to talk to them and then it. What? I'm sorry, what? I had to just trigger that and then. Okay, we need to get that far travel point, because if we have to come back here, it'd be easy to come directly to here. Than having to go further back then come further in. But that is strange. We just have to talk to some people and then that triggered the rest of it. That's weirdly specific, but alright. There it is. So I was overcomplicating trying to get up here. Oh, it's a sword. What was a needle? Thread for sewing. A giant needle. Alright, yeah, let's head back down there. Oh, bang. Geronimo!
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order.
Jesus,
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
I want to read.
Before I retrieve... Please
okay.
forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Dizzy with the side of... maybe I should look at that. First something that made this one. Damn it,
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the...
Damn it.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a
Well, this
closer...
is something we're going to go around in circles with.
Before I retrieve your... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by... You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
Fuck.
I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging since this is your first time here.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take us to see Dory if we do that.
God damn it.
He's
Damn
cautious
it.
of us. Let's take a...
We seem to be in the final step here.
Before I retrieve... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock
Blah,
for you
blah,
today.
blah, 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 blah. Come on,
Earlier,
come on.
many of our hara fruits were taken by... You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you...
Yep, that's the right answer.
Okay.
But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
Run!
The matcha? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Ran up this way. Oh, God damn it. Yet again, we're going the way where the fucking fast travel thing.
He ran that way.
Oh, yeah, that's the... Yeah. He's literally going to where the fast travel thing was. God damn it. Jumping gun as usual.
Look, he's over there.
You can see that fine one. Yeah, we went right. God. This is where we're going to meet Dory. This looks like where someone would...
Hey,
Oh,
if
no,
you're
no.
hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
Here,
I
over
thought it was
here. You can stop running now.
Because she was no one announced characters.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
I have the glasses though.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Kind of looks like a genie.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess P-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me.
If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Maybe.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business, we don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out.
Definitely need that many.
As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
You show us your
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Voila.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period?
Ooh.
With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa! That's a lot of Mora!
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Elemental sight, right? Well, which one do I go for? I'll take this one. And this one. And as well as this one.
Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
Pick out and choose the...
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole 1,000,000!
Calm down, Paimon. Don't let her trick you into spending more.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1,000,000 Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Al-Haytham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
No. I think you're the one who's trying to see...
Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's moral left, so let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora.
Excellent! Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Where did she pop those ones out of?
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Alright, I'll have a look. They're duds.
So, what did you see?
They all seem to be inferior.
So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful.
Yep, we got scammed.
Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8.
Well, what about the other 7?
Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Fine by me, whatever makes Paimon happy.
Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now...
Oh, well, I cut her short. Never mind. Just want to make sure where it was. It's down. Oh, there's a lift. There's a fucking lift here. I came up a bloody long way and there's a lift. Oh, I thought it was going to be long, so I thought I'd switch between the cows to make them spin. Definitely loving the music of this.
Ha! You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcha won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Smoothly. Ish.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
No.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track.
Yay! Finally.
A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Ooh.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, But it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
Ah.
So, where exactly?
Up my butt!
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
That's exactly what I want.
Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Excellent. See how these things work. You shove them into a butch. Is that how they work? They like a repository. Just straight up my earnest. Right up a butt. Wait, hang on, I gotta flash over with it. Sort of. I'll just go to this point. I feel my Hindi going. I think for maybe another half an hour. So I'll see how I feel in the next 20 minutes or so. If I want to go longer, I'll go longer. If I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, I'll probably stop. Oh. Let's see what.
All right. This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Ah.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength.
Oh, I have a whole lot.
We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Ahitham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
I'm also curious about this.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Alright then. What do I fight? Oh, these little guys, huh?
Illusion shattered.
Better.
Feel the beat.
You feel the heat.
Propagate.
And then...
Protect us.
Ah, more of you guys, huh?
Shine down.
And then we go some knowledge thing.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
I think I'll probably put it in my inventory, right? Yeah, there it is. Where'd it go? Oh, I just used it, okay. If it was sure the sword wound fighting moment next. Oh, is it going? Oh, it's going right into my brain.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Something so stress.
You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Round 2. Fight. Oh, let's see if anything feels different.
Scatter! There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
This is the same.
Propagate! Germinate!
Germinate.
Amp it up!
Oh, they're all dead, them one.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
And everything's on fire.
Ahitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Something.
Wait, how much?
That's basically 0.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Yeah, no shit.
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase.
See, he's basically saying I'm a badass.
At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information.
Okay, let's wait till next day then. go. Get the ball rolling, as they say. Oh, I just have to wind it back a bit more. Yeah, there we go. That has to be dead on at 7. I think it's hard enough to fucking wheel around and have to try to get it dead on at 7. Oh. There we go.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine
Knowledge is. God for fast travel. Let's see if Dory is got anything for us. Divine knowledge, please.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it.
Motherfucker.
Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy information on a...
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your price.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar.
Ain El Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Photo.
It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham.
I want to look at that photo. Where's that photo at? Where's that photo at? Can I look at it? I can't. Nah. I want to see what the photo looks like. Or maybe you might see it. Never know. But can I land in there from here? What? Yeah, I'm sure I can. I'm going to talk with him.
Al Haytham! We got the info you wanted!
Really?
Yes,
All right.
really.
Let's hear it.
It's in the hands of...
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
We'll be there. We'll be square.
See you then.
Please later.
Oh, Hatham sure is taking his time. Where could he be?
Where is he?
Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Go, kick some ass, take some names, get some information, no problemo. Okay. Let's sort. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fly. Let's not fly, glide. We'll fall in with style. Wait, oh fuck, no, I thought there goes the mouth again. Well, I chose the one direction a minute ago. Slightly gliding. Nicely gliding. Nice and easy. Is this the lighthouse? Don't look like a lighthouse. I mean, oh, there.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
That's what I was going to say about
I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Time to kick your ass.
Pyrotechnics! Illusion shattered!
Oh, we're not going to
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going nowhere. I'm kicking your ass like I just said.
Let's dance.
Ow. Well, I guess he's...
Power cord!
I'll be back, huh?
Torn
Yes!
to oblivion!
Is this... No, this is not Sword Art Online. This is, Genshin Impact.
Pyrotechnics! Shine down! Propagate!
No, there's nothing there. Not whatsoever. I mean... Ooh, got a cutscene there. So I told a cheeky guy's asses.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
Uh-oh. This ain't good.
Boss?
Thank you, that's very nice of you to say.
Boss!
Oh, Jesus!
What's wrong?
Beating the shit out of him!
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Oh! It's on the ear.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
Target acquired.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Grab something. World what?
Forget me.
Same words we heard before.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It's pretty much what happened.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him?
The game volume is a tad loud, then your mic well, I think after out of this conversation, actually I think I can sort the gameplay out at least. Let's drop it maybe here, and let me know if that's good.
Oh yeah, you mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power.
What does it
Did
grant
you
you
hear
then?
what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
That's exactly what I heard before at the
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close.
Okay. Oh, and it's in gameplay. It's
Still, Paimon didn't
what was
expect the
I
Divine Knowledge Capsule to be so
it's basically just like
dangerous.
action
Imagine
hack and
if we
slash.
tried to open
Most
it.
people, when it first came out, compared it to
Who knows
Breath
what
of
would
the
have
Wild.
happened to us?
Then again, these days people compare everything to Breath of the Wild. Anything that's open world and has any inkling of a fantasy look, and then it's Breath of the Wild. Cover Breath of the Wild. But it's kind of is, but it's more than that. As I feel.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I played this game. Played this. Kingdom Hearts. Hope that's not. This is kind of similar.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, Scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
So he did steal it. He's gonna shove it up his ass. Ah, so we actually finished the first part of this. Oh, I wasn't actually expecting to finish the first part, so that means the next quest should be part 2. I think... Yeah, I think it'd probably be a good point to end it here. Now, I am starting to feel a bit, as you can tell, my brain is going to sleepy town, so I think we'll call it for, my brain, call it for today, I think. Sorry for anyone who might just started, but once my brain starts getting like this, it's the point where I say, I gotta stop, because I'll be going around in circles, or my brain will just freeze up. And considering we can just finish the first part of the hit my fan chapter, I think it'd be good point to call it for today. But good to do a bit of choices. But anyone who sorry, get really stiffs in here long. New, I usually Wednesdays to Saturdays, usually around 12 PM UK time. Currently playing, well, this Genshin Impact, a bit of Minecraft, and God of War 2018. A new game plus though, because I've already played it. Wait, actually replaying that. But I think for Wednesday I might have something different. I'm not sure. I usually put these schedule on Monday, either on Twitter or in the Discord, so that's when I'll know what games I end up doing. But definitely continuing Genshin Impact next Saturday. If you, I do also have an archive channel, which should be in the about page somewhere. I'll archive all the streams if you do want to see like previous Genshin Impact streams. I don't know why I'm so stiff today. Probably because I decided to not exercise today. I was like, I don't feel like exercising today, but now my body is all stiff. But wish everyone who did stop by, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and a good weekend as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Probably get into editing videos, because I've also been getting to do clip videos, because I also have a clip channel. That's also, I forgot, that should be in the about page, which has been actually kind of fun, because it's fun learning a new skill and learning how to edit. It's also a fun thing. But before my brain gets any more sleepy, I will bid you a good evening or afternoon. And yeah, I should stop before I go around in circles. But thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm going. Thanks.